Here's your wrestling news for December 8th, 2025. Your headlines for today include The Undertaker hints at big announcement before Kansas City Raw, TNA stars unhappy with creative ahead of AMC era, big names enter WWE talks. Cena opens up on his two greatest rivals, surprising list revealed. Female AEW star makes major accusations against Bryan Danielson and QT Marshall. Shocking fan behavior, female wrestler slapped 3 times in incident. AEW collision mystery solved, attacked wrestler identified. Fans accuse WWE of purposefully not honoring deceased WWE star. WWE's plans for JC Mateo. Major WWE reunion at risk due to injury, and more. The Undertaker sparked a wave of speculation online after posting a series of mysterious images that left fans scrambling for answers. On December 7th, the Phenom shared 3 separate tweets featuring fog-covered woods, burning debris, heavy machinery, and a glowing blue variation of his iconic symbol carved into the side of a barn-like structure. The first 2 tweets offered no explanation, keeping the imagery intentionally vague, but the third post finally came with a caption, "Tomorrow's arrival may seem ordinary, yet its unveiling is phenomenal." That single word, phenomenal, immediately set off alarm bells across the wrestling community. Many fans took it as a possible reference to AJ Styles, the last opponent The Undertaker faced in the memorable Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. While there is no confirmation that this tease has anything to do with WWE RAW, which airs live tomorrow night from the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, the timing has only fueled speculation. The Undertaker also co-hosts the 6 Feet Under podcast alongside Michelle McCool, leading some to wonder whether AJ Styles could be appearing as the next guest rather than anything WWE related. What do you think The Undertaker is teasing with these cryptic messages? Share your thoughts in the comments below. TNA Wrestling may have landed a major national TV deal with AMC, but the reaction inside the locker room isn't as upbeat as expected. Instead of celebrating the milestone, several wrestlers are growing increasingly frustrated with the company's creative direction, and they aren't hiding their concerns. During his December 6th Fightful Select Q&A, Sean Ross Sapp noted that when he reached out to talent about the AMC move, complaints about booking were the first thing mentioned, even though he hadn't asked about creative at all. Creative is a primary thing of which the talent want fixed. They don't feel as much confidence in their creative, and that's not me trying to pick on TNA, it's just a very, very common reaction I got when asked about the TV deal. I wasn't even fishing for anything like that. It was presented without instigation, so to speak. Sapp added that multiple wrestlers raised the issue independently, making it one of the most consistent themes in his conversations about the new TV partnership. Due to these concerns, names like Killer Kelly and the Rascals, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel, who are approaching the end of their deals in December, along with other talents currently working under handshake agreements with TNA, are quietly considering alternatives. As reported in yesterday's update, a number of notable names, AJ Francis, Mike Santana, Steve Maclin, and Mustafa Ali, are already in talks with WWE. With bigger opportunities on the horizon, the internal uncertainty around TNA's creative direction is only amplifying the possibility of departures. WWE is clearly moving quickly, and if TNA doesn't address the concerns within its roster, they could lose key talent just as they prepare to launch on national television. Do you think TNA will fix its creative issues before it's too late, or will WWE take advantage of the unrest? Share your thoughts in the comments. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. With John Cena's retirement match against Gunther set for December 13th, the WWE icon is taking a moment to look back on a career filled with defining moments. And as he prepares for what may be his final chapter, Cena has finally revealed the 2 wrestlers he considers the very best he's ever shared the ring with. Speaking on The Ringer with Bill Simmons, Cena was asked to name the top 3 opponents of his career. He didn't hesitate when listing the first 2, Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins, 2 performers who have shaped different eras of in-ring excellence. Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins, it's very tough to narrow it down to a third. I've had incredible chemistry with people. It's tough. Cena then explained why Shawn Michaels, famously known as Mr. WrestleMania, stands out as a once-in-a-generation talent. He can make a book a champion. He would look at that and be like, okay, I need to bump around for that book, and then I'm going to super kick the book and beautifully fall on top of it. His performance. He went on to say that Seth Rollins falls into that same rare category, an elite performer capable of elevating anyone he steps into the ring with. Cena also mentioned Randy Orton, AJ Styles, CM Punk, Kevin Owens, The Rock, and Edge as names with whom he shared exceptional chemistry throughout his career. Seth is in the same vein. His performance. Randy Orton falls into this category. Guys I've had crazy chemistry with: AJ Styles, CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Edge, Adam Copeland. In 23 years, those are the two because they can work with anyone. I was lucky enough that I was anyone a few nights. As Cena approaches his final bow, his pray for Michaels and Rollins highlights how much he values adaptability, consistency, and the ability to bring out magic with any opponent. And what do you think about Cena naming Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins as his top two? And who would make your list of all-time best Cena opponents? Share your thoughts in the comments. Sarah Stock has doubled down on her explosive criticisms of AEW, and this time she's directing her accusations squarely at QT Marshall. After already sparking major discussion online with claims about AEW's treatment of international talent, Stock escalated things on December 6th with a new series of posts aimed at AEW leadership and internal decision makers. One of her sharpest allegations came in a tweet accusing QT Marshall of mocking AEW president Tony Khan behind his back. QT makes fun of you the minute you walk out of the room, like he does with everyone. He does not have your back, Tony Khan. But that was only the beginning. Stock went further by identifying what she described as AEW's 4 pillars of corruption, naming individuals she believes are directly contributing to deeper problems within the company. According to her, the 4 people are someone named Karen, who she clarified is not part of HR, Chris Manzioni, AEW's Director of Performance Psychology, Chief Operations Officer Kosha Irby, and Tony Khan himself. Stock continued by singling out QT in another post, claiming he is actively working against Khan. QT is screwing you over, Tony Khan. She then expanded her accusations to include additional AEW personnel, alleging that multiple producers and key figures are part of a pattern of misconduct. QT and Sanjay are complicit to corruption. Bryan Danielson is complicit to corruption. These statements follow Stock's earlier claims that AEW left Mexican wrestlers stranded in the US without per diem or basic support, failed to provide transportation for foreign female talent arriving from overseas, and placed Roosh in a live promo segment with just 20 minutes notice and no assistance. Despite the growing list of accusations, AEW has remained completely silent. Whether QT Marshall, Bryan Danielson, or anyone else named will respond is still unclear, but Stock's campaign shows no signs of slowing down. If even part of what she alleges proves accurate, AEW may be facing far more than simple public relations fallout. Do you think Sarah Stock is exposing real issues inside AEW, or has this saga already gone too far? Should Tony Khan address the situation publicly? Share your thoughts in the comments. There's a significant update regarding WWE superstar Penta and the status of his recent injury. The former AEW standout suffered a shoulder injury during his match against Solo Sikoa in the Last Time Is Now tournament on the November 24th edition of Raw. Penta has been undergoing treatment under Dr. Odissio, who recently provided insight into his progress. According to the doctor, Penta is recovering well but not yet fully healed, and he could not confirm Penta's availability for AAA's Guerrera de Titanes event on December 20th. The veteran was originally scheduled to reunite with his brother Rey Fenix as the Lucha Bros to face Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano at the event. F4W Online has now added more clarity on the situation, reporting that a WWE source confirmed Penta is not 100% ready for the advertised match. Those within WWE described his chances as 50-50, meaning his participation remains uncertain. With just 2 weeks left before the event, fans will have to wait and see whether Penta can recover in time for his long-awaited reunion with Phoenix, or if the injury will force him to miss the match entirely. One of the mystery women attacked by the Triangle of Madness on the December 6th edition of AEW Collision has finally been revealed, and it turns out to be indie standout Sofia Sivan. During Collision, Julia Hart and Tekla launched a brutal backstage assault on several unnamed women, leaving fans wondering who exactly got caught in the chaos. The answer came when Sofia Sivan took to Twitter, confirming that she was the woman in pink gear who was overpowered by Julia Hart during the segment. Sivan has been steadily building her reputation across promotions like AAA, CSW, Shine, and others. Her brief appearance, even if it ended in a beatdown, signals that AEW is pulling from respected independent talent to strengthen its women's division. The segment saw Hart and Tekla viciously attacking two women backstage, delivering stiff shots and dragging them by the hair. Maya World and Heian tried to intervene but were also taken out. The ambush ended with Hart issuing a warning to Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander ahead of their upcoming match at AEW Collision Winter is Coming in Cardiff next week. Sophia Sivan's role may have been short, but it certainly left an impression and added intensity to the storyline. What do you think about AEW spotlighting indie talent like Sophia Sivan in segments like this? Should they receive more focus? Share your thoughts in the comments. Saraya has revealed another deeply troubling incident involving fan misconduct, one she says is not an isolated case this year. On a new episode of her Rule Breakers with Saraya podcast, the former AEW Women's World Champion opened up about how some fans have crossed unacceptable boundaries with her, sharing an experience that left her shocked and frustrated. Saraya explained that during an appearance in Chicago this past weekend, a fan decided to slap her ass 3 times in a row, thinking it would be funny. What stunned her even more was the lack of urgency shown by the security team on site. Just this past weekend in Chicago, a fan decided that he wanted to slap my ass 3 times in a row because he thought it was funny, but the security didn't do a fucking thing. They ended up coming up to me afterwards and were like, "Do you want us to escort him out?" And whatever the case is, it was already nearly done. Too late in the day. Saraya said the situation was eventually handled after she requested to be accompanied by a security guard, but what makes the incident even more distressing is that it wasn't the first time something like this has happened to her in 2025. She made it clear this was the second such violation she's endured this year, an alarming pattern that underscores how vulnerable wrestlers can be at fan events. Saraya's account serves as another reminder of the boundaries fans must respect and the responsibility venues and organizers have to protect talent. Zilla Fatu is steadily making his own name in pro wrestling, but he still remembers how quiet things were after his father passed away. During a recent reaction video where he watched Umaga's final match from the 2009 Hulkamania tour, the host Maven asked him a question fans have wondered about for years. WWE never acknowledged your father's passing. What are your thoughts on that? Zilla didn't hesitate to share his perspective. I think, in their minds, maybe it was because of the reasoning of him passing away. Maybe they didn't want to. But I just wish he was acknowledged. But it's okay, because he's getting acknowledged through my work. On June 8, 2009, WWE announced Umaga's release from the company. It was later reported that the decision came after he violated the wellness policy for the second time and declined to enter rehabilitation, which ultimately led to his dismissal. At the time, his exit was described as being on bad terms, and many believe that strained relationship may have played a role in WWE choosing not to acknowledge his passing shortly afterward. Despite WWE's long history of honoring performers with 10-bell salutes and tribute packages, Umaga never received that treatment. His absence stood out, especially considering his impact as one of the most dominant and respected big men of his generation. Earlier in the conversation, Zilla mentioned that wrestling has actually brought him closer to the father he barely got a chance to know. Through training, performing, and embracing the family lineage, he feels a connection that wasn't possible during his childhood. Even without an official WWE tribute, Zilla's message was clear: he intends to carry his father's legacy forward through his own work, ensuring the Umaga name continues to live on. Do you think WWE should have officially acknowledged Umaga's passing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. JC Mateo isn't just another new face on SmackDown, he's officially locked in for the long haul. According to Fightful Select, Mateo has signed a multi-year contract with WWE, committing to a 3-year deal that'll keep him with the company through the spring of 2028. The signing confirms that WWE sees real value in Mateo's rebrand and long-term potential, even as fans continue comparing his new presentation to his previous work as Jeff Cobb. Do you think JC Mateo's WWE run will match or surpass what he did as Jeff Cobb? Or did WWE miss an opportunity with the rebrand? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't miss our next video coming at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with all the latest wrestling updates. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.